tap into and to let's see, Leo, talking about ethics versus morals. You came in a little bit late, but what's your take on ethics versus morals and the decisions that sometimes are made at the industry corporate level or at a personal level? Whether you're using Chat GPT to create an essay for school, now that schools have that, and there's an ability to go ahead and just say Chat GPT generate an essay talking about World War II and the effects that it had in the economy worldwide or whatever, right? And Chat GPT generates something and it blurts it out. And so, what's your take on ethics versus morals?
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. And wow, what a great question and great topic for the week. Okay. So where do I stand? Ethics and morals. To me, the way I view it, morals is kind of like your own personal value. What is it that, what are the rules, quote unquote, that you hold dear to heart, that you live by, that you would essentially you would die for this because you would not break who you are to break this set of rule you created for yourself, this value you created for yourself, that what is instilled deep beneath your core. I think that's where your morals are. I think that's what your morals are. When people speak of ethics, I think they're talking more about practical policies that are in place almost in terms of, hey, you need to follow the rules, and so you follow them because your moral can your morals can be, I'm going to follow the rules, but your ethics are going to be the rules that you have to follow, right? So essentially, your morals will lead you to have good ethics or maybe not so good ethics, right? Depending on what the situation is. So for instance, for myself, and since you brought up the whole thing with ChatGPT, you know, yeah, if I'm writing a paper, I have a paper due, whatever the topic is, and hey, I could use Chat GPT to it'll crank out an essay for me, and I can submit that. But I'm a very value driven person. I wouldn't be able just to go off and look for a way to cheat. So I immediately am not going to go that route because I gain nothing from it, right? I'm gonna I'm paying if I'm paying money for something and I have to submit a paper, I'm not going to look for a cheap way out to cheat the system, right? Because I gain nothing from it, right? Um, so I think at the end, the morals are your deep inner core, what you really believe, and the ethics, I think, are just let's say, the an external set of rules that are there, whether you do decide to apply them or not. And I saw Mike Cruz just put a very interesting comment: morals and ethics can conflict, and they do. I believe they do conflict a lot. But yeah, that's kind of my stance on that scenario.
Thank you, Leo. Great to have